Enterrados.
You're going to be in captivity?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're going to have to do something there. Like even there, you're going to have to do something. So
Netflix, maybe.
I'm going to watch Netflix and anime and stuff like that.
Okay, well, it's a plan. Why not?
What else?
All right. I don't know. What about the rest? What are you guys going to do? Or like, if we could make a prediction, like, well, what do you think you will do in the next summer? Maybe it's not like a plan, but more like a prediction. Maybe like, well, maybe you might do something different this summer.
Lockdown in my house.
Lockdown in your house?
Yeah.
See. Okay. Anyway, so look, the topic talks about cities, different kinds of cities. And well, this is like a model of a city in the future. Although, to be honest, it really looks like a city from, what's the name of this city in Emiratos Árabes?
Dubai.
Dubai, yeah, it looks like Dubai or something like that. Like they already having this kind of cities. But anyways, oh, it is Dubai, yeah. So this says Masdar City, Abu Dhabi. Okay, so let's read a little bit about this city, which apparently is the city of the future. So who can read about Masdar City? Anybody?
Okay. There you go. I don't know who me is.
José Antonio.
Ahí está.
Mira, mitad y mitad los dos.
No. Yo porque todos están callados.
Okay. 2,000 of the people in Abu Dhabi in the UAE are moving to a new city soon. The government has started building a carbon neutral city, and on completion in 2025, it will have approximately 50 millions or thousand?
50,000.
Okay, 50,000 residents. The city is going to function entirely on solar, wind, and hydrogen power. There won't be any gasoline-powered cars in Masdar. People will travel on electronic trains. Some people might also have small electric cars that run on track. Several countries are starting to build eco-cities or communities, and some will be finished them in the last year of this decade. But Masdar City may be the first completely carbon neutral city.
All right, so basically what they want to do is just having a city with no fossil fuels, like all natural resources for energy and stuff, which I think is a good idea to have if you have the money to invest in it. I think Mexico, it's not a country that still has well, it does have the potential, but they still depend a lot on fossil fuel to many things. But anyways, like some of these are plans, some of these are like predictions and so. But yes, you're talking about future things. Okay, now I'm going to give you a chance, give it another read, and underline any future form that you find. Whatever future form that you have there, underline. All right, got it? All right, what form of future do we have?
Are moving.
What else?
It will have. It's going to. Will travel.
Will travel, see?
Won't be. Will be finishing.
Will be finishing,
That's all.
También tenemos, acá está el may be, y por acá había otro, might have. Okay, ahora sí, we have them. Okay, so yes, all of these forms are related to future. However, sometimes it's not used for the same purpose. Okay, because these are moving to a new city soon. It's future. Yes, they will travel on electric trains. It's also future, but it doesn't necessarily have the same meaning of the future. Okay. Va, acá está abajo. Fíjense. We use may, might, or will to talk about predictions about the future. So that's it. If we are very, very sure that it's going to happen, well, we can use will. If it's like, well, pues maybe, or it's a very small possibility, well, we can use might or something. But it's predictions. Okay, so it's something that is predicted, or o en este caso aquí no lo maneja, pero también it could be something that you decide in that moment. Okay? Like, oh, I think I will buy a pizza, you know, but you decided in that particular moment. You didn't plan it, you didn't prepare for it. So in this case, we're talking about predictions only, okay? Then there is another one that can be used for predictions or to talk about intentions. Something that it's a kind of a strong possibility that is going to happen. See? But it can also make predictions. So we have two different uses of this. And the example on top, this city function entirely on solar, wind, and hydrogen power. ¿Pero qué uso aquí? What example am I using here? The city function entirely on solar, wind, and hydrogen power. What do I need? ¿Qué uso de futuro aquí?
Is going to.
Going to.
Very good. Ajá. Entonces aquí va going to. Entonces going to has obviously is for future, but it has two possible uses. One is for prediction, and one if it's like an intention, something that you want to do in the future. See? Okay. Then we have here another use of future, but this one is to talk about fixed arrangements or fixed plans. Like it's something that it's already there. You know you're going to do. It's fixed. Ya está ahí en la agenda, ya está todo. It's a plan. Ya está planeadito. So what do we use for this? Because it says thousands of people in the Emiratos Árabes, UAE, to a new city soon.
Teacher, ahí en el going to, ¿habría que agregarle el is o así puede quedar sin el is going?
Bueno, no, sí, aquí sí va is, perdón.
Ajá.
Is,
no, pero es que como también ahí en las opciones nada más dice going to. ¿Ya? O sea, también, no sé si sea error del libro.
The city, no, sí dice, ¿no?
Going, o sea, en las opciones dice going to, pero no dice is going to.
Bueno, sí. Sí, pero tiene que ser con el verbo, con una parte del verbo be. Sí, is going to, I'm going to, we are going to.
Okay. Sí.
Is going to. Y luego aquí que usamos, thousands of people in the UAE to a new city soon. ¿Cómo dice en el texto?
Are moving.
Ok, entonces aquí are moving. ¿Qué tiempo es? Future progressive, going to, may, might, or will, or present progressive?
Present progressive.
Present progressive. Entonces, may, might, or will, predictions. Going to, predictions or intentions. Present progressive, it's to talk about fixed plans. Okay, fixed arrangements. You have the plan. And obviously, the future progressive is to talk about events in progress at a particular time in the future. ¿Sí? Eso es. Aquí dice, and some will be finishing them in the last years of these decades. So that means that during this time, the last years of the decade, during this time, this thing will be finishing. Aquí está. Tenemos will be as our auxiliary, and the verb has to be with ing. Will be finishing. ¿sí? Y este aplica para todos. I, you, we, he, she, they, lo que sea. Will be. So all this is my auxiliary. Will be doing, will be finishing, will be eating, will be no sé qué. ¿Sí? Pero at a certain time in the future. ¿Sí? So yo puedo decir, like, next Monday at 9 a.m. Negativo, I won't be having class. ¿Sí? Estoy diciendo, next Monday at 9 a.m. or at 11 a.m. I won't be having class. Ese es el, ese es el future progressive. Ahí está. Future
Ya
progressive.
leí eso que le decía, teacher. Me estaba equivocando yo. Ya ve que en la columna de la izquierda lo vamos a rellenar con las expresiones que vienen ahí en el recuadro.
Sí, y acá
ya las de la derecha es con lo del texto, sí, me estaba confundiendo.
Entonces, aquí tenemos going to, va to make predictions and talking about intentions. May, might, or will, it's predictions. ¿Sí? Nada más, only predictions. This one could be both predictions or talk about intentions. Present progressive for future is for fixed arrangements, fixed plans. Y future progressive is to talk about events that will be happening. Por eso utilizamos will be. All this is my auxiliary, and then the verb in ing. Obviously, I have to tell you when. ¿Sí? O sea, tengo que especificar cuándo. Entonces, el miércoles para esta hora o para la próxima semana voy a estar haciendo esto. ¿Sí? I will be tarara. So, probably next week, Valeria will be sleeping all day. ¿Sí? Porque eso es lo que va a estar haciendo. And that's it. Those are the future form that we're going to see. Basically, it's not really, honestly, it's not really difficult. It's, I think it's really easy. Just be careful, because sometimes we will be tempted to use will when in reality we have to use going to or present progressive. See? Or maybe we will be tempted to use going to or present progressive, and what we need is will. ¿Sí? Porque como pues todo está hablando para futuro, probablemente ahí nos queramos mezclar y decir will cuando es con going to, o queramos decir, perdón, por ejemplo, porque going to, acuérdense que también es para intentions, aunque también puede ser para prediction, entonces aquí se pudiera confundir uno. ¿Sí? ¿Qué palabras o cómo pudiéramos distinguir cuándo es una predicción? Ok, porque tenemos, we can have, for predictions, we can have something like think, looks like, probably, you know, y cosas así. Entonces puedo decir, I think it's going to rain. I think it may rain. I think it will rain. It looks like it will rain. It looks like it's going to rain. You know, like, oh, I probably am going to, but I don't know. So it will be like a prediction. ¿Sí? Ya si son intenciones o planes, como, oh, well, I'm going to buy a new car next week. Bueno, pues esa no es predicción. That's like an intention, like I'm going to buy a car next week, or I'm buying a car next week. No digo, I will buy a car next week. Si es para predicción, sería, probably I will buy a car next week, but I still don't know. You know? como que, pues chance, a lo mejor, no sé. Pero tenemos que utilizar ciertas palabras que nos digan que it might be a prediction, you know? It's not a plan. Entonces, vamos a ver acá. All right. Basically, what you have to do, you know it, is just choose the correct form of future. Just remember, be careful of predictions, plans, or if it's going to be happening sometime in the future. ¿Sí? Entonces tenemos by July. So by July, today, right now we are in May. So by July, I will be working in the new office downtown. So by July, I'm working or I will be working. O sea, para julio, estamos en mayo. Para julio, I'm working,
I will be.
Pues sí, I will be working. Estaré trabajando. Para cuando llegue julio, en 2 meses, yo estaré trabajando en la nueva oficina. I will be working. ¿Ok? Va. Entonces, les doy un ratito y ahorita checamos. All right, got it? Let's see. I'll go on vacation on Friday. Can you drive me to the airport, please? So he's going to the airport.
I'm going.
Pues sí. I'm going on vacation. Otherwise, if it wasn't a plan, he wouldn't need somebody to take him to the airport, right? So he has the plan. So I think Tom, then when he's in New York, muy bien, we'll visit. This time next month, we are getting ready. We will be getting ready to move to Perth. This time next month, we'll be getting ready. Muy bien. We'll be getting ready. So I might be working. I might work when you call. So wait for me to answer. O sea, cuando me hables, no sé a qué hora me vas a hablar, pero cuando me hables, I might be working, I might work. Okay. Might be working. Muy bien. Lo dice, Heather is flying to Berlin on Monday. Is flying. Muy bien. Luego, the new city will be looking very impressive. Muy bien. Will look. Y by this time tomorrow, I'll be driving down to Buenos Aires. By this time tomorrow. Sí, I'll be driving. No puede ser I'll drive porque dice, para esta hora mañana, sí, estaré haciendo esto. So I will be driving. Pues sí, siempre que tengamos estas expresiones de by, like by this time, by, I don't know, 2021, by next Monday, sí, vamos a hacer con el present progressive porque es para el lunes, para el 2021, para esta hora del próximo miércoles, etcétera, etcétera, ¿sí? Entonces siempre que tengamos esto de by, pues ya nos está diciendo que va a ser prácticamente el present progressive, que diga el future progressive. ¿Ok? All right. So let's practice a little bit more. Like this is very easy, but we're going to keep practicing a little bit more. But for that one, we're going to use your student book, page, I don't know if you can see it well. All right. It's page 73. That's the one. Page 73. All right. So basically, it's just like reading it, but pues se ve medio borrosón, pero bueno, aquí tenemos igual, we have to decide if it's maybe or are being, might leave, are leaving, is destroying, will be destroying, isn't or won't. Déjame tomar otra foto porque como que se ve media borrosilla. Está. Se me hace que esa se ve un poco mejor. Sí, bueno, esa se ve un poquito mejor. Bien, entonces, bueno, vamos a tratar de contestarla y ahorita vemos. No se limiten a leer nada más este pedazo, porque luego a lo mejor el contexto de lo que está alrededor, antes y después, les puede dar la clave para saber si es maybe o are being. Okay. Va. All right, do we have it? Or not yet? Okay, maybe not. Now do we have it? All right. Okay, vamos a ver. Well, obviously we're not going to read everything, pero vamos a ver. Number one dice, but some experts believe America's great cities of today be ruined cities of tomorrow. That's what they believe. So they believe America's great cities of today may be the ruined cities of tomorrow. Maybe, because they're making a prediction. Acuérdense, tengo believe. Siempre que tenga believe, think, it seems, probably, it's a prediction. Y aquí, pues, may es el que se usa para predictions. So, experts believe America's great cities today may be the ruined cities. Luego acá dice, even as residents rebuild, many say they have a firm plan in case another hurricane strikes. They forever. So they have a firm plan. So if there is another hurricane, they yes, they are living forever. Because aquí dice, it's they have a firm plan. Ya tienen el plan ya bien hecho. Si vuelve a pasar, nos vamos. They are living. And okay, number three. Due to the collapse of the manufacturing industry in the city, almost half of the population has left and planning to return. Entonces ya están bien decididos. So they are planning to return. Isn't planning, muy bien, isn't planning. ¿Por qué? Porque te digo, ya tienen un plan. Won't, que es el negativo de will, sería para prediction. Pero ellos, there isn't planning on return. ¿Sí? Por eso no están, ya ellos están diciendo, no, yo no tengo planeado hacerlo. Ya, mi plan es de no regresar. So, isn't planning. Y luego acá tenemos, as a result, the city had to destroy thousands of abandoned buildings. If things don't improve, the city even more neighborhoods in the future and returning the land to nature. So if things don't improve, the city in the future. Will be, muy bien, will be destroying even more neighborhoods in the future. Y luego acá tenemos, Atlanta, once Native American village, is currently one of the country's fastest growing cities, but global warming it into a ghost town. So global warming into a ghost town. The problem, there isn't a large source of water near the city. ¿Alguien quiere entrar? Ahí está. So, global warming into a ghost town. No, nadie? Okay, so in this case, it is like a prediction, so, but global warming may turn it into a ghost town. The problem, there isn't a large source of water nearby the city. If there's a drought, sorry, if there is a drought on the nearby river runs dry, there be a serious problem. So if there is a drought, si hay sequía on the nearby river, there be a serious problem. Is going to be, yes, there is going to be a serious problem. However, if sea levels rise, it's certain that Miami, about 650 miles south of Atlanta, the opposite problem, too much water. If sea levels rise, so there is a possibility Miami will have, will have the opposite problem, too much water. The city is right at sea level, and if the oceans continue to rise, Miami completely underwater. It's going to be, muy bien. It's going to be completely underwater. All right. But like I said, it's not really that hard. It's just a matter of identifying when it's one and when it's the other one. But anyways. But fíjense, aquí vamos a hacer. It's supposed to be speaking, but obviously since not everybody can open the microphone and stuff, I'm going to give you some time to write it there somewhere on your notebook or so, and then we're going to check. Look. This. Think of predictions, plans, and intentions for the future. Okay, you have to use different future forms. So for example, this time tomorrow, like by this time tomorrow, what will you be doing? Or more or less in about 2 years. Maybe it's a plan, maybe it's a prediction, I don't know. The same with next week, or 10 years from now, or by next summer, or when you are 50. Like if you really have the plan, yes, or the intention, acuérdense, podemos usar going to or present progressive. If it's more like a prediction, like, well, I'm really not sure, pues podemos usar may, might, or will. Si sabemos que no, es que esto voy a estar haciendo o esto va a estar pasando, ¿sí? Que es también, es una mezcla entre que planes y predicciones, pero sabemos que en el futuro algo va a estar pasando, ¿ya? So will be happening, pues utilizamos el future progressive, ¿ok? So, les voy a dar chance, escojan de estas, de todas. Díganme al menos una cosa de cada una, pero usen diferentes future forms, different future forms, ¿ok? Y ahorita lo checamos. Tell me when you're done. It's just one each. Remember, one each. One for this time tomorrow, about 10 years, etc., etc. Got it? All right, so I think you have it. At least some. So can you say by this time tomorrow I will be taking my class? Muy bien. Okay, anybody else? Whatever examples you have. Going in about 2 years, next
Teacher?
week. Oh,
Teacher,
Yep.
in about 2 years, I'm going to finish my career.
very good. I'm going to finish my career in about 10 years, or I will be finishing my career. ¿Está bien? Anybody else? Next week, when you're 50, by next summer, 10 years from now. Next week, I'm going to have a lot of free time. Yes, you will. You're going to. What about the rest? Do you have any plans or predictions? So when you're 50, I will be quarantined in the next week. Still. But it's not. This is not like a prediction. It's more like a real fact. You know. So it's more like I'm going to be quarantined. You know. Because it's not really a prediction. It's a fact.
Teacher?
Yep.
The next week, I will stay at home watching Netflix.
Very good. ¿Qué tal si por milagro levantan la cuarentena mañana? Bueno, pues también pudiera ser. That's a prediction, you know, like they may take away the quarantine this week, but I don't think so. All right, anything else? Something 10 years from now, by next summer, when you're 50, and 10 years from now, I'll be getting married. Well, why not? Maybe.
In 10 years, I'll be having a son.
A ver otra vez porque se vio medio cortado.
In 10 years from now, I'll be having fun.
Yes, could be. Maybe your son or daughter will be being born there. Bueno, if you do get married by this time, 10 years, you invite us. Lo que dice, in the next summer, I'm going to the beach. Acuérdense, el going to siempre va con el verbo be. I am going to, she is going to, we are going to the beach. All right, we got it. All right, anybody else? All right. Bueno, entonces vamos a dejar un poquito el futuro. We're going to leave future for a little bit. Honestly, this is really easy. It is going to be in the exam, but it's going to be multiple choice, if I remember correctly. So you shouldn't have a problem. Just remember to identify if it's a prediction or if it's a plan. Yeah. Or if it's going to be happening somewhere in the future. That's when you're going to know which one to use. Porque se los voy a poner, por ejemplo, I think big cities, ¿sí? Y luego les voy a poner are having o will have, y lo que sea. Pero con ese I think, it's a prediction. Acuérdense ese vocabulario, think, believe, probably, seems, all that are for predictions. ¿Sí? Si no tenemos eso, entonces muy probablemente es que sea un plan or an intention. Okay. And we're going to do now a listening that it is going to be, porque también tienen un listening ahí en el examen. Pero fíjense, aquí a veces nos pasa, y les digo a veces, si se les pasó lo que están oyendo porque habló muy rápido, no importa, no tienen que entender todo, ¿sí? Con que entendan the general thing, it's enough. So today we're going to practice with rapid speech. So we're going to listen people talking like really fast, okay? But the point here that it's not really necessary to understand everything they say, right? Like if we can understand like the general aspect or maybe just some things, then we can put together everything else, right? Like even if there are words or phrases that we don't really understand, but we can understand like the general aspect of what they're saying. Okay. So, like I said, like we're going to listen. Obviously, this is like maybe Chinatown somewhere in San Francisco, probably. I don't know, but it's like Chinatown. This, I have no idea where it is, but it looks, I don't know. Where do you think this is? I don't know. It looks like some kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just guessing wrong, but it might be Brooklyn or something, like one of those neighborhoods. I don't know. This one, I mean, this one does look like San Francisco because of the street, you know, like it's too sloped. And well, this one is probably looks like, I don't know, New York, Chicago, or LA maybe. I don't know. But the point is, we're going to listen. So listen and match the extra guided tour for each one. So each person is going to talk about like a guide tour. Okay, so what we have to do is match the pictures or the places with the extract of the guide. Like again, if you don't understand everything, don't worry. It's just trying to get the main idea and then put it here. Okay, entonces tenemos A, B, C, D, pero se me hace que no se va a oír. A ver. Ahora sí, va. Remember, try to match the places with the extras of the guided tour. And here we go.
Extract 1.
You're going to want to take some pictures of the houses in this neighborhood. It looks kind of like your home country, England, don't you think? These are San Francisco's famous Victorian houses, and they were built in the late 19th century when Victoria was the Queen of England.
Extract 2.
We'll get out of the car here and walk around. The downtown area of San Francisco is called the Financial District. It's the heart of business, trade, and finance in Northern California.
Extract 3.
Would you like to have some of the best Chinese food in the world? This is the place for it. Chinatown, San Francisco.
Extract 4.
Okay, big change of scenery here. This area is the Mission District. San Francisco has a large Hispanic population, and people from a lot of different Spanish-speaking countries live in this area.
Okay, I'm going to play it again just in case. Here we go.
Extract 1.
You're going to want to take some pictures of the houses in this neighborhood. It looks kind of like your home country, England, don't you think? These are San Francisco's famous Victorian houses, and they were built in the late 19th century when Victoria was the Queen of England.
Extract 2.
We'll get out of the car here and walk around. The downtown area of San Francisco is called the Financial District. It's the heart of business, trade, and finance in Northern California.
Extract 3.
Would you like to have some of the best Chinese food in the world? This is the place for it. Chinatown, San Francisco.
Extract 4.
Okay, big change of scenery here. This area is the Mission District. San Francisco has a large Hispanic population, and people from a lot of different Spanish-speaking countries live in this area.
All right. So extract 1, it's talking about which, like everything is San Francisco, but extract 1 is talking about which part of the city. Yeah, see, it's talking about the houses. Like, even if you don't understand everything she's saying, at least houses you understand, you know, like Victorian and Queen Elizabeth and whatever. Okay. Then extract 2, it's talking about D. Yeah, it mentioned something about it. Okay. Then extract 3. Yeah, it says downtown San Francisco. Y el extract 3, A, because of Chinese food, pues ni modo que no, ¿verdad? That was the only one. And obviously the last one is B. Pero ahora, vamos a ver. We're going to listen to the guide tour again, but this time we have to answer true or false. Okay. Dice, the man and woman agree that the houses look very similar to houses in England. Pues de hecho, ni siquiera tienen que escucharlo otra vez si se acuerdan. Bueno, the woman thinks downtown area may be dangerous. The guide says they have to be careful even during the day. The guide wants the tourists to eat Chinese food. All of the residents in the Mission districts are from Mexico. And the guide says the city isn't very international. Entonces, pues va otra vez. Aunque es el mismo audio, pero bueno, va.
You're going to want to take some pictures of the houses in this neighborhood. It looks kind of like your home country, England, don't you think? These are San Francisco's famous Victorian houses, and they were built in the late 19th century when Victoria was the Queen of England.
Yes, it does look quite a bit like some British neighbourhoods.
I don't know. The architecture is similar, I suppose, but the colours are a lot brighter here. Also, lots of these houses are built of wood.
We'll get out of the car here and walk around. The downtown area of San Francisco is called the Financial District. It's the heart of business, trade, and finance in Northern California.
I heard it can be a bit dangerous downtown.
Where'd you hear that? Well, maybe if you walked around down here at night alone, but there's no problem at all during the day. Don't worry. Now we're going to go to the top of the Transamerica building. You'll see stunning views of the city and the bay from there. Would you like to have some of the best Chinese food in the world? This is the place for it. Chinatown, San Francisco.
Great. Perhaps we can have lunch around here. Of course, we have amazing Chinese food in Britain, too.
Yeah, but you gotta try it here in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, big change of scenery here. This area is the Mission District. San Francisco has a large Hispanic population, and people from a lot of different Spanish-speaking countries live in this area.
What countries do people mostly emigrate from?
A lot of folks come from Mexico, and of course, San Francisco was originally a Spanish settlement. These days, there are also a number of people from El Salvador and Nicaragua. In Chinatown, all the signs are in English and Chinese, and around here, the signs are in English and Spanish.
So, San Francisco is a very international city.
Oh, yeah. Name any country, and there are people here from that country.
Well, I think that was very easy. So the man and the woman agree that the house looks very similar to the houses in England. Muy bien. False. He's like, pues, más o menos. The woman thinks the downtown area may be dangerous. Yeah. The woman thinks so. The guide says they have to be careful even during the day. False. Yeah, I said, no, like, if you go at night alone, it might be dangerous, but during the day, it's okay, it's safe. The guide wants the tourists to eat Chinese food. Like, she was kind of insistent on trying Chinese food there. Like, sí, pero tienes que probarlo aquí. So, yeah. Then all the residents in the Mission District are from Mexico. False. Like, most of them, but not all of them. And the guide says the city isn't very international. Yeah, that's also false. So yeah, so you're gonna have a listening something like this with people apparently talking a little bit fast, and you're gonna have some true or false scenarios there, which is not really that hard because honestly, I don't think they spoke really, really fast. I was expecting something a little bit faster. But anyways, that's it. So that's it for today, guys. Today we're just going to we had the future forms, and a little bit of listening. So tomorrow, we're going to do the wrap up of the unit with vocabulary and grammar. And if we have time, just a quick review of the topics that you're going to have in your exam. And that's it. We're done. All right. So I don't know if you have any questions. Raise your hand if you have any questions. No? All right. Then we're going to leave it until here. And tomorrow we'll finish this up. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one and see you tomorrow.